Hello YouTube, how are you? For those of you who are brand new to me, brand new to my page, my name is Katie Jenkins. I'm a director at Farmasi. I know if you're not familiar with network marketing, the title means absolutely nothing to you, and that's okay. I'm with Farmasi. This is my full-time job, and Farmasi is what has allowed me to stay home with my baby. So I homeschool my 8-year-old, and I have a 1.5-year-old that always tags along with whatever we're up to. So I'm going to do some fall makeup for you today and just chat and hang out for a little bit because it's been such a moment. And I wanted to show you really quick how beautiful these new catalogs are that Farmasi gave us. They rebranded everything that we have to offer. All of our skincare. We actually even have a new skincare line. It's called Resurface, and it has a proprietary blend of retinol and vitamin C in it. Hello. I've never used retinol before, but I went ahead and ordered the serum and the night cream, and I used them for the first time last night, and my skin feels so good. The night cream actually has shea butter mixed in with it as well. Oh, it's so hydrating. All right. Let's get to it. And keep in mind, something else that Farmasi has that's brand new is my website. My website is brand spanking new. So the coolest feature for you as my customer is, one, it's way more user-friendly, but the thing that I love most about it is not all of my customers are on social media, right? Not everyone wants to be on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. To message me and find me, to ask me questions. So now what you can do is you log in to your free customer account, okay? And there's an option where you can message me directly. So cool. But you do have to be logged into your free customer account. So I'll make sure that my sponsor code is listed in the description of this live, or I'm sorry, this video. That way you can link your account to my name. Super important, that way I get it. So I just put on a camera ready VFX primer. This helps smooth out my pores like no other, and it really helps my makeup go on a lot smoother. It gives your skin a smooth canvas to start with. And the next thing that I'm going to use is my CC cream. This is shade medium. Okay, I had no idea the skin care benefits that were in this CC cream, but it is the best foundation for anyone that has dry skin or even aging skin, because the skincare benefits, it has collagen, has vitamin B3, I mean, argan oil, oat extract, the list just goes on and on. I know I did a Facebook Live on that recently, and I think I uploaded it to YouTube, so it should be pretty easy for you to see, where I talked about everything, all the goods that are in this specific foundation. It's a collagen-based BB cream, or CC cream. We do have a collagen-based BB cream as well. It's a light coverage. So if you don't want much at all, I would go with that. And I always go down my neck, just because I never want any like weird lines or anything like that, okay? This Kabuki brush is, it's the best thing ever. It is so good. It helps your makeup just go on so smooth. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty finish. And I'm actually going to be using a little more products than what I normally use, okay? So bear with me. I just feel like being a little bit extra. I'm a mama of 2. I don't always get to do my makeup without them, which is why I normally always have like a quick wham bam makeup look. But I am without the children right now, and I just want to play with my makeup. And it's a good opportunity for me to just show you everything that I have, okay? So this is a creamy contour stick. I'm gonna contour right down through here. Basically whatever you're trying to just chisel away. Okay? And you can go as thick or as thin as you want. It just is all your preference. And while that is warming up to my face, really not a preference, but I'm just gonna let it warm up just a minute. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on my concealer. I ordered the new concealer. So now our liquid concealer comes in a brand new formula, and it actually has the letters VFX in front of the full coverage, because VFX is our camera ready products. They are the photo filter technology, and the new concealer has an Indian seed plant extract in it that plumps up your skin. So a lot of us have, you know, bags under our eyes, or as you age, this part of your eye just kind of naturally sinks in. Your wrinkles are more prominent here. This new concealer plumps everything up. It's like a skin tightening plumper. It's so incredible. I cannot wait to get mine. And they comes in 10 different shades. So I'm actually I ordered the lightest shade like this so I can highlight with. And then I'm also getting a darker shade so I can contour with it, just to have another contour option, just to play. I like to have options. And then I'm going to use this little concealer brush. This is actually a concealer buffer brush. I want to say it might be $6. The Kabuki brush that I'm obsessed with, these are all vegan brushes from Farmasi, by the way. The Kabuki brush is only $8.90, and it comes back in stock this month. So be on the lookout, or if you want to send me a message through my customer or through your customer account and say, hey Katie, I would love to be notified when your Kabuki brush comes back in stock, and I will let you know so I can get you hooked up. I love being able to take care of my customers and just, delivering the best customer service that I can for them. And I think that messenger option in my back office is the coolest thing ever. Because again, not everyone has social media or wants to be on social media, and I get it. Okay, so I'm going back over with the Kabuki brush. You can see how easily this all blends out. I'm just going to swirl it up, because the whole point of contouring is we want to lift our face. It's going to lift it. It's going to warm it up. Just make us look like we have been kissed by the sun. All right. And you can see how easily this blends out. And just lightly pressing down with my Kabuki brush. And depending on how, prominent you want your contour to be, you can blend more, blend less, however you want your makeup to look. Makeup is truly just an art. It's just an expression of who we are. It doesn't have to be, it's not a one size fits all. There are definitely plenty of ways to do your makeup. And again, everything that I put under here, I'm just blending it all under, so it looks more natural. I tend to blend a little bit more because I love a more natural finish, but you can still tell that my face is being put on. Okay, now I'm gonna play with a few products that are new to me and Farmasi. One of them is this, I'll put the lid back on. It's a Farmasi brow wax. I'm sure you've probably heard of brow waxes. This is so cool. It comes with its own little wand, and you just tap. It takes the tiniest amount of brow wax. This is a waterproof brow wax, by the way. And what this does, for me, I love it because it has been ages. I mean, literally since before I was pregnant with my daughter, that I've actually gone somewhere and had my brows like played with, manicured and done up. So I tend to have a lot of little like loose hairs running around, and this helps me keep them all in place. That waterproof technology just kind of locks everything right in place and says, nope, you are not going in a different direction today. So I just brush through there, brush it up, brush them over. I mean, it's literally, there are so many different eyebrow styles right now that you can play around with this to however you really like or see fit. I just think it is so cool. Okay, so you just play around with them. Feels super good on your brows. Try try to fluff that up just a little. So I try to fluff them a little bit and then just lightly tuck them down. See? Not too bad, right? Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to use, normally if you're used to watching me do my makeup, I normally always use one brow product, and it's always my brow mascara. This thing is the best ever. But I wanted to try and play around with the Eyebrow Liner, which is just an eyebrow pencil, but they call it Eyebrow Liner. This is the darkest shade, and I'm just going to very lightly just add some little strokes in here, places that you know, are lacking. And then I'm gonna go in with my eyebrow mascara. And remember, I said I'm being a little bit extra today because I normally never do my makeup without having my children around. So when I have my kids around me, all my makeup is super, super quick, simple, still very pretty, but I actually have the opportunity to play around this morning, so that's what we're going to do. So there's just a little bit of that, and now I'm going to go in with my brow mascara, and this will be my last brow step. My brow mascara is brand new, so I'd like to take some of the product off because there's a lot that comes on the little spoolie. And then I start in the middle of my brows. Yeah, there's still a lot on there. Start in the middle. And then just comb it over. So even without the eyeliner pencil, just using the brow wax and then the brow mascara, the brow wax makes my brow mascara pigment way darker. Like, it really allows those pigments to stand out. It's really pretty. But this is something that I would do. You know, like I've already said, I don't do my eyebrows like this every single day, but this would definitely be something fun to do, you know, if you were going on a date night or out with your friends or just had something special to be a little more done up with, then I would do my brows like this. I want to touch up that spot right there. I'm not quite sure how. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side. Put some brow mascara here. I didn't even re-dip my brow mascara wand. This is still what's left over from the other side. So a little bit of this product definitely goes a long way. But I have been using brow mascara. It's the first brow product. I mean, it's the only brow product I've been using up until August, September of this year. And this is my second brow mascara, and I've been using this stuff since June of last summer. 2020. 4 months after my baby girl was born. I was determined to stay home with my babies. I didn't want to go back to work full time, did not want to put my baby in daycare during the height of a pandemic, and did not want my son going back to public school. And I was with a direct sales company prior to Farmasi. I was with them for 3 years, and it just wasn't cutting it anymore. I was just felt like we were barely getting by with what I had. And obviously when you add a new human into your family, it adds, the expenses add up, even if you are breastfeeding like I did for the first 8 months. Diapers are not cheap. Everything you need for babies is not cheap, and Lord, do they go through a lot of it. So I left everything that I knew that I'd been doing for 3 years and left all of it, which was a lot. It was scary, but it's something I'd been praying over, and I knew in my heart that I did not want to leave my babies. I wanted to be home with my children, but I still needed to bring in an income to help my husband. Farmasi did it, you guys. This is also the first year. I'm a certified medical coder. That's what I've always done ever since I left my full-time job in 2018, the end of that year. 2 years after that, I had been doing seasonal coding jobs for like 5 or 6 months out of the later half of the year. And this is the first year that I've been able to turn them down. And I legit had 3 opportunities come to me. I didn't even have to search for any, but I was able to turn them down because of Farmasi. So when I talk about this opportunity, that's why I talk about it the way that I do. Because it has truly done so much for my family. And I know that it's even the women on my team is winning, which is not what I was used to for my prior company. My prior company, it was like, I don't know. It wasn't the same. It wasn't a good fit, but this is our compensation plan or the opportunity plan. So you start here. So you automatically start at 50%. But this is the first bonus tier that you can earn. You can earn a 3%, 6%, 9, 12, 15, 18, 22, 25, and then the second 25 up here is director. So this is where I currently am. This is my next goal. It's golden. Golden is truly going to be a huge impact for my family. I'll receive a $2,000 bonus. I'll receive a monthly car bonus. It'll just be a huge stepping stone for my family and I. So that's my goal right now. It's what I've been working towards so hard, and I'm super excited. So what I'm going to do now is a palette. I just got this yesterday for free as a gift from Farmasi. How gorgeous is that? This is called the Wonderlust Palette. Normally I use the Glam Up palette, which is 12 shadows for $30. And let me look in here. This is the Wonderlust. So there's 18 eyeshadows, and this one's still only $39, which is insane. $39 for 18 eyeshadows. Professional grade, highly pigment. It's really, really cool. So I'm going to go in with a shade. It's like a creamy color, but it's actually called Base. And I'm going to apply this all over my eyes. So the first thing that you saw me putting on my eye was an eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow primer is really, really good to have when you are applying eyeshadows, because it's going to keep your pigments in place all day long. It's going to keep them from creasing. It is going to keep your eyeliners in place. Even if you are someone with oily eyelids, you already know like your shadows and eyeliners have problems staying on. So a good eyeshadow primer like that is key. And that one's only $10. And it's the same jar I've been using since I started. You can barely tell that I've touched it because a little goes a very long way. You can wear it by yourself or by itself and just use it, as an eye brightener. It's also a color corrector. So if you're someone that just has a lot of, your veins are showing a lot on your eyelids, that will color correct them. It's a really, really nice primer. Okay, so there, even that is really pretty. Just by itself, a nice little shade. I'm going on 18 minutes now. I'm trying to keep this under 30. So this is still just the base color. Okay, now I'm gonna go in. I really have not. I played with it a little bit yesterday, but not enough to know what I want to wear. So let's go in with Morocco, which is right here. Or let's go in with Sunkiss first. I'm probably going to use both of these, but let's go in with Sunkiss first. And I'm going to, okay, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Sunkiss, oh, this is so pretty. I'm just gonna do some windshield wiper motions back and forth. I try to keep my makeup pretty simple, but whenever I do add more shades like I am now, I like to be able to explain how I'm doing it because I'm not a makeup artist, for one. Never have been, never tried to become one, never claimed to be. I like makeup. I enjoy it. It's become more of an art for me. And especially, it's a big part of my profession. So I should learn how to do something with it, right? So I can educate my network. So we'll put Sunkiss over here. So Sunkiss is going right above my natural crease because I have hooded eyes. So I go right above my natural crease because I want you to be able to see all of my shades and transitions when my eyes are open and not only when they're closed. So if you have hooded eyes, take your matte shade right above your natural crease. Okay, so there is Sunkiss. That is really pretty. Make sure you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. Share with your friends. All right, and now I'm gonna go in with Morocco, which, hold on, let me swatch that real quick. Make sure it's not purple. It is kind of purple. Maybe I'll go in with Smudge. Okay, so instead of Sunkiss and Morocco, I'm gonna go in with Sunkiss and Smudge, this one up here, because I really am not, I want to wear purple, but not in this place. So for Smudge, I'm just using the same shadow brush, and I'm just placing my pigments right here on the outer corner. You can see how that's a little bit darker. It just adds a little bit more of a transition. And I'm just placing it right here in my outer corner, swirling it around a little bit. I'm not taking it over, I'm just leaving it right there. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna place it here. That side looks a little bit darker. And then I'll clean up my eye area too whenever we're all done. I think that looks better. Okay. Let's see. Let's put a little bit of Morocco on now. So Morocco, I'm gonna go in with just a flat eyeshadow brush, and Morocco does have to have, it tends to have a little bit more of a purple tint to it. So I'm gonna place it right along my lid. Just like that. Oh, you know what this makes me want to do? It makes me want to add orange, but that purple is really, really pretty from Morocco. Add just a little bit more. It looks like it would be a lot darker, but that is really, really pretty. Okay, now I want to do, let's clean up a little bit. I'm gonna use my concealer brush. Clean all of this up. And I might even go back in with Smudge just a little bit. Just on the outer corner. Okay. And another tip, whenever you are doing your eyeshadows, sometimes, at least for me, maybe because I don't play around with eyeshadows that often, or I'm just still getting used to them on me, but a lot of times I'll feel like I'm not gonna like the way that it looks, but I have to remember just to be patient with myself, because I always think that they don't always look the best until we're all done, like all the way done. Meaning your eyeliner's on, your mascara's on. So what I'm doing right now, I have a wet brush. I love the way my shimmers show up when they are wet. So I have sprayed my Time Walker finishing spray, which another must have. It's only $10. And I'm going in with a shade. It's called Strobe Dream. And I'll show it to you just as soon as I'm done. And I'm just putting some on the inner on my inner eyelid and on the inner corner because it does add a pretty highlight. And then whatever's left over, you can just kind of run right under your eyebrow. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I have two eyeliners I'm gonna wear, and they're both brown, but one of them's liquid, and this one's gonna go on my top line. So you're not supposed to pull your eye out whenever you're doing your eyeliner, but it really does help me. Okay, so there was that. Let me touch up that spot right there. There we go. Okay, super easy to go on. I just do a thin line, and I'll show you how I do this one. It's always harder to see that way. Maybe I could do this side without pulling it. See, super tiny. Voila, this one is a little crooked. There we go. Okay, just have a little line on the bottom, or I mean on the top. Now I'm gonna use this. This is an Extra Last eye pencil in shade Metallic Brown, and it just goes up. It slides on like, excuse me, it slides on, what am I trying to say? Like gel. It's super, super easy. I'm gonna put this on my waterline. It's been a long time since I've put eyeliner on my bottom. But that just glides on so easily. And I like the brown because, you know, it reminds me of fall, and it is fall now. But it almost just gives you that like smudged look. You could go in, do I have an eyeliner? If I had that brush out here, you could go through and just smudge it a little bit. I'm not sure if I have a brush to use. I'll try to use this one though. Pretty. All right, what do we think so far? Good. Let me do my lips before I do my mascara, just because mascara takes me the longest. So another super pretty fall color. This is called Nude Essence. It is a liquid matte lipstick. It's $11. It dries super, super quick. And then what I always do is I put my concealer on my lips too. just because I like to tone down the color a little bit. We are at 29 minutes. So let me try, use this, see if I can hurry myself up any. And the mascara that I'm going to use today is the Double Lash Extend, which again isn't always a mascara that I use with the babes because of time. This lash primer is actually from Ulta. It is the Lash Food Lash Primer. It's got collagen in it. It's so cool. So I'm doing a thin little layer of the volume side of this mascara. Okay. So this is just a thin little layer of volume. I know I'm at 30 minutes, but I'm almost there, you guys. So thank you so much for hanging out. It means the world to me. And now I'm just going over all of that with the lengthening portion. And that's so nice. This is just one wand for this mascara. There's no fibers in it. What, you know, makes it work so well is the technology that Farmasi created for it. I am not used to seeing myself with eyeliner on my bottom lashes. It's been a minute since I've done something like that. And that's such a big difference. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, prime the other eye. So something else that just happened at Farmasi, which is so incredibly exciting, is we are now launching, or we just launched, we are officially launched in Mexico and Canada. And I know a little bit more about the Canadian launch than I do the Mexico launch, just because I've had Canadians specifically reaching out to me. But it's basically the same thing. You're still going to make 50% commission as soon as you join. You have the ability to earn up to 75% commission, and you get half off of your own personal orders. There is a small active fee. I'm not sure what the Canadian exchange for this is, but in the US there's a small active fee to keep your account open, which is $125 every 6 months, which is I mean, that's even doable if you're just here for the discount, let alone if you're working your business. I think mine, because it'll track it. So our back office has a tracker in it, so it'll tell you how, oh, this is the volume, darn it, I'm putting way too much on. It'll tell you, you know, what you need for the month in order to stay active if you're, you know, worried about it closing, or it'll also tell you like how much you have. And mine is like over 3,000. So I've got a lot of, of wiggle room, but which is nice if I ever have, you know, if something ever happens and I needed to take time off from my business, I know that it's not going to close on me. So it is nice to have that option there. But Canadians can join Farmasi right now for a limited time for free. They just join for free. And they'll just get, you know, the basic starter kit that we have here in the US, which is, it still gives you catalogs, samples, Obviously, you get your website, no monthly fee, no yearly fee, none of that. And you know what another really cool perk is? I know when I was with my last company, we launched in Canada, and I could have grew my team over there, but I would have had to pay $20 a month just to, you know, grow my business, because I already paid $10 a month for my US business. To be able to sell and recruit in the US, I had to pay $10 a month to do that. It was like a monthly website fee, but if I wanted to ever recruit in Canada, I had to pay $20 a month. Isn't that crazy? And then Farmasi's like, hey, guess what? We're launching in Canada and you don't have to pay anything for it. Farmasi is seriously they are the most generous company that I've ever come across. And I've learned a lot from our CEOs. They are very business oriented. Farmasi is a third generational business company. So the CEOs right now, it was actually their grandfather who started all of this. Then the father took over, the father and mother, and now the boys are the CEOs. The father and mother actually still work in Farmasi. So they're still behind like the operations of it all, which is just so cool. But I've learned a lot of business, really cool business nuggets along the way, just from, you know, watching them and listening to them talk about our opportunity. But our opportunity is the most generous, and we have the #1 highest paid compensation plan in the United States. So if you are looking for a direct sales company to join because you legit need extra money, here you go. Here you go. It's seriously such an incredible opportunity. Let's round this up to $40. You just joined for free, or, you know, for your $20, and someone buys this Wonderlust palette from you. We're just going to round up and say it's a flat 40. Then you just made $20 off of this. You don't earn 20% starting out. You don't earn up to 50%. Watch compensation plans. Watch how they word things. Okay, pay attention and do your own research. It's super, super important to do your own research, because if you're only talking to one person, to one rep, and they're like hungry just to have someone on their team, they're going to feed you anything that they can, and they're going to make it sound like, you know, sunshines and rainbows and all of the things. So just be very mindful. And even with me, like if you have messaged me, and I've actually had, I feel like I'm pretty prideful in the fact that I've grown a lot over 4 years. I will definitely say that. And I've had a lot of people find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and message me about the opportunity, and actually have real conversations with them. And they've either joined or they've decided, you know what, it's not for me, but I'd still love to support you. Like, I love what you're doing. I just don't feel connected to that. That's fine. I'm still going to treat you like a human. Okay? I feel like that's something that a lot of us network marketers need to come back to, is that everyone's a human. You know, we don't just need to try to like grab everyone when we can. But that's just my little 2 cents. You know, I run my business off of my intuition and not what everyone else says that I need to do. And I've been pretty successful so far, and I've grown tremendously. And I would love to have you here with me, growing with me in whatever way that you need to grow. So if you have any questions, please, you can either find me on Facebook or Instagram, message me there, or go to my website and create a free customer account, and you can send me direct messages. So when I log into my office, I have a message from you. It's super cool. I love that. And even with my website being brand new, all of these really cool features, I pay nothing for it. Nothing. It's crazy. Farmasi loves us. I hope you guys have a great Sunday.